Well, good morning. Thank you all for joining us for this very special occasion and very special announcement. What an awesome turnout. If I've not yet met you, my name is Bill McGillis, and I'm the new athletic director at USD, and I'm very proud to be here with you today. I was at a podium just like this about 5 months ago, being introduced as a new AD. And I can tell you the last 5 months have been really, really special for me, and it gets better by the day, especially today, Chris. I want to welcome our faculty, our staff, our students that are here. I want to welcome the members of the San Diego golf community. I know we've got some people representing some of the clubs here. We've got some professionals in the house, and that's really important because the golf community of San Diego is a really special community, and it's an important piece of the puzzle for us in building a championship golf program. I see Dave Stockton Jr. is in the house, a renowned professional golfer and teacher himself. Welcome, Dave. Most importantly, I want to welcome Chris Riley and his wonderful family, his daughters Rose, Taylor, and his wife Michelle. Ladies, if you would please stand and be welcome. The newest members of the Torero family. Love it. I also want to thank my senior associate AD, Tyler Mariucci. Tyler did a fantastic job of leading this search. I want to thank the members of our coaching staff. We had a number of head coaches that were involved in the interview process. We had some key members of our administrative staff who interviewed candidates and spent a lot of time investing in this decision with me, and I appreciate that so much. I want to thank one of our great alums and generous supporters of our golf program, Mike Maher. Mike, thank you for your, thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your counsel throughout this process. Thank you for your support of our program. I want to thank college coaches from throughout the country and industry professionals throughout the golf world who provided their counsel over the last couple of months. And lastly, I want to thank the members of our golf team, the 8 young men that are with us and returning next year. This decision, this hire is about them. It's about their futures and those that follow them. We've got some great young men in our golf program. They've done a great job. I know they're very excited about this opportunity. Chris and I had a chance last night to talk to our golf team. We had them all call in. One of our players, George Gardner, actually lives in England. He called in. It was 2 a.m. When he called from England. And the joy that I sensed through that conference call meant a lot to me, and it speaks to the future that those young men have in front of them. My remarks are going to be relatively brief because I want to get to the main event, and I want to get this outstanding coach and man to the podium. I'll tell you a little bit about the search process, though, so you know about it. It was very deliberate. We've been working at this for the last couple of months. I think we were very thoughtful. I think we were very thorough. We considered some tremendous coaches from around the country, sitting head coaches at excellent Division I golf programs. We considered assistant coaches from some of the finest universities and best golf programs in the country. We had a truly outstanding pool. We needed to be deliberate. This is a special opportunity. This is a special golf program. This is the University of San Diego. And I was not going to make this decision until I felt like we were at the right place, which we landed in yesterday. This job is not for the faint of heart. This is a challenging job. And it's special. As soon as you walk outside this building, as all of you drove up the hill to this campus, and looked at the beauty of this place, you realized again how remarkable the University of San Diego is. You experienced the weather today. You might have saw Mission Bay or saw the ocean. I mean, we have the natural resources here to do incredible things, and we do. But the job's not for the faint of heart. It's a significant responsibility. Notwithstanding the specific golf attributes that I wanted in our next head coach, the ability to teach, to train, to dissect the swing, whatever it is. And I did want those things. But there were three other things I really wanted. I wanted someone who was wired to recruit 24/7. Someone who had the passion, the personality, the character, all of those things necessary to attract the best young golfers in the world to the University of San Diego, because that's what we need to do. I wanted that. Secondly, I wanted someone who would engage and embrace our golf community and help facilitate the support we need to compete and win a national championship here, which is our objective. Our objective is to be the best college golf program in America, and that's possible at the University of San Diego. And thirdly, but most importantly, I wanted someone who could provide the leadership necessary that could connect the dots to build a championship level program while bringing values that match USD. Values that match USD. Our objective is winning in the classroom, winning on the playing field, and winning in the community. And it was paramount that we found a man who could lead our program with values like this gentleman will. I believe we found all of those things and more in Chris Riley. While his pedigree as a collegiate golfer, as a professional golfer, will be unmatched in Division I golf amongst college coaches, and it will be. And while that will certainly be an asset for our current and future Toreros, it's his value system, it's his humble nature, it's his kindness, it's the joy that he brings, that he brought to Perry's Diner last week when we sat down for the first of 3 visits. It's all of those things, the things that made him one of, if not the most popular players on tour amongst his peers. It's who Chris Riley is as a man, why he's sitting at that table and will be at this podium in just a minute. There simply could not be a better role model or mentor in college golf today than Chris Riley. And all of you that know him know that to be the case. And I'm telling you, as an athletic director who's been around the block, there's not very many like Chris Riley. Chris competed in over 330 PGA Tour events in a distinguished 13-year professional career. And maybe it's still going on. I don't know if you've retired yet or not.
Yeah.
He represented the United States of America in the 2004 Ryder Cup. After an incredible career at UNLV, where he was that university's first 4-time All-American, first 4-time All-American, where he won 4 tournaments and placed in the top 20 in 45 of 59 career events in college, which is staggering. He turned pro in 1996. He became a member of the PGA Tour in 1999 after spending time on the Web.com tour. He reached a world ranking as high as number 21 and captured 2 tournaments as a professional, including the 2002 PGA Tour Barracuda Championship. Chris finished second 4 times, in the top 10 33 times on tour, and in the top 25 on 88 occasions. He played in 16 major championships, with the best finish of 3rd in the 2002 PGA Championship. Having enjoyed that kind of career in professional golf, including playing in all 4 majors, winning on the PGA Tour, and representing the U.S. in the Ryder Cup. He brings to USD and the young men in our program the experience, the knowledge, the expertise gained on the golfing world's largest stage, okay, that will undoubtedly elevate the games of the young men in our program, but more importantly is going to prepare them for life. We've hired a winner and a wonderful man in Chris Riley, and I believe a rise to national prominence, a return to national prominence, is on the horizon for our men's golf program. All of you who know Chris, which is most of you, know that I have very likely just hired, and Seamus, with all due respect, we have very likely just hired the nicest man in college athletics. I mean, we really have. He's going to do special things with this program. Will you please join me in welcoming the 7th head coach in the history of our men's golf program at a very proud University of San Diego, Chris Riley.
Wow. Very humbling to be here today. Very thankful. All my friends are here. But there's one person in this room that I really, well, actually 2 that I owe this thanks to, and that's Bill McGillis. A lot of people said that I don't have a chance to coach. You know, you've never coached. But I had a lot of buddies tell me, you could do this, Chris. You want to do it, you get after it. Sorry, I'm a real emotional guy, and I'll be right here. But yeah, I was as nervous as could be. Funny story, when I heard the job opened up, I immediately called over here, and Bill's secretary, Janet, wouldn't put me through to Bill. And so, you know, I like to get things done. I like to get things done pretty quickly, as you got to do on the tour. But wow, Bill, thank you so much. I mean, this is an unbelievable. I won't let you down. I mean, you're one of the few people that would take a chance on me. I don't think it's a chance, because I'm going to bring a national title here, because I think I can do that. I think the world of golf, we now have access to a lot of things out in the world of golf that some coaches don't. So thank you so much. Tyler, thank you. You guys are professional throughout this whole process. I've never done this before. I'm 43 years old. This was my first job interview. I mean, I was nervous as could be. It was great to meet you guys, and I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time with you guys. When I came up here to USD, everybody in the coaching staff has been great. I just feel like this was the right fit. I really do. I wasn't going anywhere. I'm a San Diegan, and this is my home. Phil Mickelson, Charlie Hoffman, they're on board with me. Charlie's been texting me back and forth saying, "We got you, Chris." So it's very positive. But there's another person in this room, and this is going to be emotional for me, is my wife. We've been on a long journey. Jeez. This journey's been something, and I know for a fact I wouldn't be standing here without you. I wouldn't. You know, people say you marry way over your head. I married way over my head. Way over my head. Thank you, Michelle. I had to go all the way to Louisiana to get her, but I got her. Taylor and Rose, I love you guys. I mean, it's great kids. They're tremendous. I'm living a dream. I really am. My life's been blessed, and I'm here to bless these young men that I'm going to go to war with, and we're gonna do big things here. I mean, sky's the limit with the city of San Diego behind us, and the golfing community. I have some friends from San Diego Country Club came down today. Thanks for coming. Um, I think there's a player in here, Alvaro. If you're here, yeah, he's here. Thanks for coming. Looking forward for being with you. Dave Stockton Jr., thanks for coming. Means a lot to me. All right, so how did this journey start? I grew up here in Claremont, San Diego. Tecolote Canyon was my home golf course. It's right across the canyon. It's unbelievable how this is all working out. Used to get dropped off there when I was 8 years old, and I loved golf. I'd be out there all day, hustling the old people for quarters, trying to make enough money to go to the snack bar. Was fortunate enough to earn a scholarship to UNLV and play there for 4 years. Coach Knight, a tremendous man. And then I went on to the PGA Tour, where it was a privilege to play on the PGA Tour for 13 years. Played alongside the greatest players in the world. Tiger Woods was one of them. Learned a lot from him. But how did I get into coaching? I retired in 2012 from playing the PGA Tour, and took a couple years off to decompress. You know, traveling 35 weeks out of the year, it's brutal. So I took a couple years off, and had to reassess my life. I mean, it's going great. Beautiful kids, beautiful wife. What am I going to do next? I had no idea what I was going to do next. Didn't want to teach Mrs. Smith on the driving range. Not that I'm against Mrs. Smith. I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to teach on a driving range. So what did I want to do? Coach Knight and Phil Rowe up at UNLV gave me an opportunity to be a volunteer assistant up there, and I fell in love with coaching. I looked at my life. Who meant the most to me in my life? My dad, my stepdad, who was a football coach for 40 years, my golf coach at Madison High, who caddied for me my first year on tour. He means the world to me. Like I said, Coach Knight, Phil Rowe, they mean the world to me. What do you want to do, Chris? I want to coach. I want to mean a world to these young men that are coming through USD golf. I know I have a lot to learn and a lot going on, and I'm willing to do it. Bill's putting a great plan around me, great people, and I think we're going to do big things here. I really do. I mean, I know he could have gone the safe route, but he didn't. And I told Bill one thing, that we're going to be on the road and we're going to represent USD like how USD should be represented, and looking forward to that. There's a couple other guys. I mean, there's one person in particular that helped me through this whole process. His name's Brandon Gothals. He was coach at University of Pacific for 9 years. He lives up in Newport Beach. I went up there a couple months ago and learned as much as I could about what I needed to know, and I think I did all right in our meeting. Tim Mickelson, who is a former coach here, I was in contact with him quite a bit. He told me a lot of stuff. I appreciate what he's done to this program, and I'm hoping to get back to where he was. I also want to, Coach Scoggin gave his heart and soul to this program for 10 years, and I really appreciate that, and just really appreciate him being a Torero for 10 years. So I'm going to bring a new culture to this program. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to work hard. We're going to come prepared. When we go to golf tournaments, I was always prepared to go to a golf tournament. I always prepared. I never went to a golf tournament if I wasn't prepared. I have a slogan that I'm going to use, and I'm going to graduate young men. Academics is huge for me. We're going to win golf tournaments, and we're going to be in the San Diego community. We're going to be out there making a difference, and these guys, the community is going to know who the golf team is. With that, I can't express to you I know this is a big responsibility, but I wouldn't be standing here if I didn't think I could do it. I wouldn't have met with Bill and Tyler if I didn't think I could do this, and I know I can do this. So with that, I appreciate everybody coming out today. I appreciate the golf community supporting me, and I'm so proud to be the Torero golf coach.
All right, if we have members of the media here, if you have any questions, we have a mic here that we can provide to any members of the media that have any questions, and Chris or I are happy to answer them.
Chris, you kind of started to lean in on that transitional mode, but in between that time, we've seen you think about and attempt to play in different tournaments. Are you ending that part of your life now as of signing this deal, or do you think you'll still try to go to tournaments, try to qualify for things, or is it all done?
I mean, for now, it's all done. I'm the USD golf coach, and yeah, I'm done. Right now, yeah. I'm committed to this program. Once I commit to something, I'm committed. So I'm going to do everything I can to get this program back to an elite level, and I'm going to need the golf community's help doing it. I can't do this by myself. Bill knows that I need his help. Like in life, all of us have had people who've helped them get to where they are. I'm here to help my golf team, and I want to walk onto that first tee at a golf tournament and people know who we are.
Any other questions?
Chris, obviously you were a fantastic college player. How do you feel that the work that you put in at UNLV can translate to our players here?
Well, I shadowed Phil Rowe a lot, and I saw a lot what they did, but I played golf at the highest level. I know what it takes to get good. To me, it's going to be at the level of the PGA Tour, a lot of it's mental. I mean, you really got to be sharp mentally. I'm going to really work with these kids and get them mentally sharp. Everybody has a different golf swing, different stroke. I'm not so much going to be that guy. I'm going to get them tough mentally. And, I have a saying, never hit 2 bad shots in a row. One shot's fine, but if you hit another one, it's going to lead to a big number. So it's little stuff like that I'm going to help these guys with. I feel like, I've been following this golf program for 2 or 3 years, but I wasn't going anywhere. There's 2 jobs here, San Diego State and this one. And for this to open up, it's a perfect fit for me and my family, San Diego. And I just know I can help these young men get better. I know I can. I wouldn't be here.
We good? All right, thank you again for coming and joining us. I think we have a reception to follow, so please join us. Thanks again.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.